I'm David Boyle and I'm quitting alcohol. Something strange happens when you work with a bunch of guys 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Like, you do begin to build some bonds with these people. You're really sacrificing your time with your family and friends, and you're forced together with these dudes. None of you really want to be there, but circumstances have forced you all together, and you all sort of like look after each other in a way. Unless you're a full lazy cunt, then fuck you. But I got to work today and all the boys were like, how's your daughter? Are you all good? Did you get enough sleep? Everything good? Like, all of them. I've been doing fucking comedy almost 15 years, and I don't think any comedians ever asked me. I don't even think any of the comedians know I have fucking kids, besides the ones who have stayed here. I've known John Doerr like over 10 years now, and he's got like a 3-month-old some baby. I haven't asked one single question about his kid. He's either got a boy or a girl, but I can guarantee you this: 110, eventually he'll be trans. Doerr is not the most masculine of men. But you do eventually start fucking really liking the people that you work with. Obviously, you like some better than others. I think it's this particular work as well because the hours are so fucking long and the work's so fucking hard that you're just all trying to get through it together. Like, oh, fuck. Both my knees today are fucked. Both my wrists and every single joint in every single finger is fucked. But it was nice turning up to work today and the boys were concerned. A couple of them even sent me a message the other day, the Algerian guy and the Filipino dude. It was nice. I mean, you're spending your whole fucking entire life with these cunts. You're forced together, so it's good that you fucking like each other. And I was thinking about it today. I was like, how... I think about it every single day. I'm like, how the fuck are these guys doing it? Like, how are they doing it long term? They've been doing it for years and years and years. I'm fucking just new. I'm like 2 months in. And I won't be lasting a year either. But the only reason it doesn't make sense to me is because, like, I do comedy and whatever. I had that idea when I was younger. Basically, I started comedy so I didn't have to work. Essentially, I also thought that I'd be good at it, which was not evidenced until many years into it. There was no evidence the first few years that I was going to be good at it. Let's put it that way. But the idea of doing comedy was to bypass work. But if you don't have that, then things become much more simple. It becomes more of a like old school life. Like, I can imagine the guys I work with, especially the Filipino guys, the Algerian guys. These guys, all they're thinking is, I want to provide a house for my family. I want to educate my kids. I want to give them what they need. And that's a successful life. If they do that, if they accomplish just those few things, provide shelter and food for your family and give your kids a good education, there's not much more else they need to do. You can go to your grave just with those things and have lived a pretty accomplished life. You don't have to do anything fancy. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to fucking do it. Just do those simple things. If more people did those things, the world would actually be a much better place. But somewhere that simple fucking life got corrupted. I think it's like 3rd, 4th, 5th generation immigrants, because we're all fucking immigrants in Australia, really. But once you're a few generations into a place, then you don't really want to be working too hard. That gets bred out of you. Then you want to become like a podcast star, or you want to do some impressionist art or dance or something like that. The core values get eroded the more generations you go through. So what used to be just a great life, a accomplished life, a fulfilling life. You have a family, you provide for them, you educate your kids, they get married off and they start the cycle again. That's a great life. It's becoming more and more difficult. It's almost impossible in Sydney now. Well, to buy the house thing. A 3-bedroom house just about anywhere in Sydney is like 2, 3, 4 million now. So even if you are on the fucking EBA, the union rates down in the fucking tunnel, you're not getting a house like that. So even that dream is being crushed. But the more I think about it, that old school, simple life is much better than fucking like fame chasing, being in the spotlight, being put on a pedestal. Like, I am too far gone. I'm too far gone to go back to the simple life. You understand? I'm done. But I understand people who are doing it now. I understand the attraction to it. It's a good, solid life. I couldn't do it. Not long term anyway. I've got to be doing crazy dead end shit. Shit that's going to lead nowhere. Things with huge potential upside, but usually just hit a brick wall. I need to be doing those things. But it was nice. It was nice fucking going into work today. A little bit of community there with the waterproofing boys. And yeah, I think I understand the lads now. I understand it a bit better. They really have a better idea of what's important than anyone else, really. Work hard, provide, educate, die. I'm more like try and avoid work, take some Hail Marys, shoot for the stars, try not to die, try to extend my life so I can fucking throw some more Hail Marys out there, take metformin because that's another Hail Mary to extend the life, do some exercise, look up longevity shit, and then accidentally die somehow, having achieved nothing. That's the way to do it in the modern world. That's when you're 4th, 5th generation. When you're 1st generation Filipino Australian, it's just old school values. Anyway, fucking that'll do it for today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see ya the fuck later.